Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have a game here ready to go. You with me, Mr. Bird?
Yeah, I'm back in, and yeah, they just wanted to get in that game. They talked a little bit, but hey, they are giving credit for aAa's work, and aAa is giving credit for what the Robot the 5 actually did in that matchup. And this time the sides are switched, the tables are turned, but all against 30 is up 1-0 right now.
So I gotta say that Shogath last round from aAa really involved in a lot of the counter pressure coming out from just Grievin, but still A went really hard on that bottom lane, and they really did win out mid very handily. Again, really the only close lane that round was the top, Singed versus Elise, and neither of them actually ended up with a kill by the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, at least one not the better of it by actually getting the tower, but I mean, overall, aAa just kind of pushed up their mid and bottom. I mean, no, man, he just played a great Ezreal over that bottom lane, so unfortunate for not. I mean, rather that the 5's down, but technically, first game's gone. Yeah, that, that rust of that first game in the morning, per se, and yeah, we're gonna see what they're gonna be doing for this game number 2.
Game number 2, yeah, as we said. So looking at some of these bans, Lee Sin, Malphite, Olaf, LMO, I don't know, doesn't really say too much, but the Lemobek strat coming out, Splitscrank, Elise, Katarina. Elise as a ban didn't really seem like that much of an issue, really.
Actually, against that Singed, it was so detrimental. Singed didn't really do too much. Like, I'm pretty sure what all against the 30 wanted to do was push up that top lane and then have that Singed kind of roam around at that mid, pick up a Nivea a few more times and such, but hey, it didn't work out, and we are seeing the picks. Evelyn is a slide-out pick in the EU, and Evelyn did get picked up for Rebel 5, but we do see possibly J4, and probably for sure Shen going to be picked up for that all against the 30 lineup.
Could have been a Jarvan. Maybe it's going to be a Skarner. Can't tell you the last time I've actually seen a Skarner, but he had a really big impact on Season 2. It's kind of interesting that we're not really seeing him more in Season 3. I guess the cleaver doesn't really fit too much on a Skarner, so kind of had him drop out a little bit.
I mean, Skarner's still a great jungler, no matter what. I mean, he's kind of balanced right now, and unfortunately for not a lot of people kind of want to play balanced. They want to play OP. That's why you see Kha'Zix, you see again 80 Bruisers playing out a little bit more per se, just because new items, new stuff. Kha'Zix being picked up, and Mumu getting picked up. Hey, what can I say? This is going to be an interesting battle for both against the 30 and Robot the 5.
Just waiting for things to going through. Ooh, a Kha'Zix getting locked in with ourselves a Mumu. So no Mumu jungler. Are we going to be seeing a Kha'Zix top? We already got that Eve, so I have to assume that she's going to be going mid. I was kind of excited to see another Kha'Zix mid, though.
It could still be Kha'Zix mid. If you didn't see, I am was it Cologne? I think it was. SK Telecom's Reaper actually played the Evelyn top end. Played Evelyn top pretty much to the success of a T. So you never know. And actually, if it is gonna be Kha'Zix mid again, well, either one Kha'Zix or Evelyn, it'd be really nice. But Kha'Zix mid against, if it's gonna be Linek on that, or not Linek, Shalila on that Karthus, then yeah, I would probably want to say that Kha'Zix would be a better pick over that mid lane.
Well, unfortunately, we do got. I mean, they could obviously swap. Kha'Zix could definitely go mid. Karth is kind of glass, but if I recall, I think Linek is a little known for Karth, is he not?
Yeah, possibly, but I mean, Linek, maybe Linek wants to still jungle. We'll see. Yeah, overall, I think though, aAa is a pretty standard Season 1 lineup right now, especially with Shen being shown, that quirky Sona being shown up as well. Really liking what they're going to be doing. Protect the Karth might be into play, might be picking up even a Kale. Would be really fun to see Kale with this lineup, but that is definitely the definition of protect the Karth is protect the Corki if you pick up that Kale for all against authority. For Robot the 5, Tristana pick was really nice, and what are we seeing from the team of Robot the 5?
Well, it's definitely not Linek that's known for Karthus. Must be somebody else that I'm thinking of. Starts with an L. Can't really place it though. But Leaguepedia disproving me on that, as Selena is a jungler. And
Yes.
oh, could we see a jungle Karthus? Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Possibly, but I
really-
mean, there's some really interesting things going on in this game with
No,
well,
it's not. Okay.
actually it's not really interesting because Shalila is going to be picking up Karthus, Freddy's going to be picking up BJ4 on top. Rebel 5 has a really interesting lineup because they have a Vladimir that's either going to be top lane, and I think that's going to be a Kha'Zix support. What is up with
support?
I don't understand what Rebel 5 is doing, but yeah, we are about to see some craziness about to happen.
Hey, we're looking at Rose. I mean, Rose is going to be an AP Trist?
I am at word speechlessness right now, and this is so early in the morning to get this kind of high quality matchup right now happening. So I'm liking what's gonna happen, but I'm kind of scared to see if this actually works out for Riot 5. What will Riot say?
Riot, please. All right, so they're gonna go with it. No real switch ups here. So Doomlord gonna be jungling, not Grievin. Grievin is gonna be on that Eve without Smite, so he might be going mid. And then we got Steinmeister, Miss, and Rose. Now Rose did go mid last time, but Grievin was the jungler. So now we got Doomlord, who was support, is now going jungle. So it could literally just be a straight swap from our jungle and our support, which means we would see a support Evelyn.
Yeah, maybe, or they're just all switching up roles because they see the difference in the, I guess not skill level, but just the team camaraderie. And Riot 5 is going to try to play it out really interestingly enough with their team comp. Yeah, Kha'Zix, I can see that support working out. I mean, I technically played Kha'Zix support one time and I went like 15 something, like 0 or 9 or something like that. And it's, yeah, pretty interesting to see that work out. Again, 80 bruisers are pretty OP, so there you go with that. Yeah, it's gonna be Grievin in that mid, and probably no Miss gonna be over at that top lane with that Vladimir. So pretty standard in the lane kind of stitch ups. It's just that Kha'Zix pick is a very big wild card.
Just trying to think here. Now, what happens when we get an Amumu ultimate with 3 people in it? We're probably gonna have a Vladimir ultimate and an Evelyn ultimate. And then of course Kha'Zix has some pretty decent AoE with his Void Spikes? Void Spines?
Yes, this is Void Spikes that usually gets kind of evolved first because it just brings us so much harass, and then you can proc your passive with that slow. It's pretty good. Pretty good little ability that might
Kaboom.
see some differences in the later go.
That's what we're gonna see. We're just gonna see kaboom.
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 Boom shakalaka. No? No?
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Alright, so I don't know. RT5, can they make that comeback against this powerhouse aAa team? You know, aAa though, I mean, is that a top lane Jarvan?
Yeah, it's definitely a top. Or actually, is that a mid Jarvan?
Well, we have a Karthus. But Schleia was Jarvan, was mid, yeah. You're right. So we could see a Karthus top. Freddy was top lane last round, unless they're going to be doing a role swap as well.
I could see this happening. Karthus top, and then they just kind of fade the blue buff of the blue. No. Yeah, and they the blue buff the blue team. Maybe no. They could have. Well, I mean, Freddy's still going to get the blue buff no matter what per se, I would think. But yeah. The Jarvan the 4 / the 80 bruiser mid, not a surprising thing not to see. And then I think that was going to be a response to the Kha'Zix maybe, but then the Kha'Zix kind of threw everything in a loop when there wasn't really a support that was picked. So we'll see what All Against Authority is really going to be thinking about. Rebel 5 has a pretty decent thing. They want to kill, and they want to kill now.
That's such badass Jarvan art. Not Jarvan.
Jace.
Started with a J. Such badass Jace art, my god. Good stuff. Alright, so game number 2 about to get underway here, guys. Season 3 qualifier tournament. aAa versus RT5. Mr. Bird, I wonder if they're going to give us a coffee break after this.
I doubt it. I mean, as the pace of these games are going, they're just going and flying by right quickly, so unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, literally this game 2, usually you see like a 15 to 10 minute, like I've been seeing from competitive play. This was literally maybe like a 2-minute break, not even. So
Yeah, it's pretty bang on, that's for sure.
I mean, they do. Sorry, go ahead.
My wife won't get up for another few hours. I can't have her make me tea. Damn.
I'm not gonna say anything else about that. Unfortunately for not. Yeah, there's nothing really substandard with the summer spells or anything. I mean, we do see all the people with the borders. Borders are nice, and RT5 doesn't have any borders for some reason. Which is
As I
interesting to see.
said, I think that they were more of a, created team in season 3. But let's take a quick look. Do think that, yeah, overlay should be good. A up 1-0. Bird is the word on the stream, and we are ready to go. Fun fact: Shen is the second slowest jungle. Good luck, have fun. Thank you for that, Ben. He's on my chat. Yeah. All right, so RT5 versus the AAA.
Summoner's Rift.
Oh my God, that's loud.
I'm about to say level 1 engagements. Truthfully, I don't think All Against Authority wants to do a level 1, so they're probably going to be protecting out. Going to do a little bit of point defense. Then broadening out the edges of the entrances. But we do see Robot 5 kind of setting up for a gank or setting up for something, but they're just going to go block out as well. I mean, I don't want to evade with the Mumu, technically. You don't want to have a Mumu take that bandage toss level 1, because unfortunately for that, if you take bandage toss level 1, that's going to hamper your lane pretty much the whole time.
Is it me or did the stream get louder?
It might have got a little bit louder, so I'm going to go turn it down as well.
Oh, that's why. No, it's just me. No.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's just me.
Alright.
It's all good. All right, so we know that Jarvan put down that ward, but we also got Linak just kind of hiding there in that bush. I don't think you can actually see that, Evelyn, but look at this top lane. We are going to have an AD top lane swap.
Well, it's not that bad of an idea, especially against Vladimir, that you don't want to have kind of free farm till about that level 9 status where it's pretty hard. And Grieven's actually going to meet up with that Careless. Careless getting some good damage on Grieven. Grieven's shouldn't back away because there's no one else on site. But yeah, I'm liking the lane swap. And on top of that, they're going to have Karthus over that bottom lane. Probably going to get that blue. No, actually not going to get that blue, but he's just going to get early farm. And really going to be interested to see what Robot 5 then they actually responded with.
So this was the invade I was expecting out of RT5 last round. That didn't happen. Because now this time aAa going in, going to be denying Amumu that blue, which I think is a really smart idea because Amumu is a very blue dependent jungler. And yeah, look at this. We got Steinmaster down south with Rose, and I think that's actually a support Tristana. She's not taking any farm.
Maybe, maybe not, because Kazik also has the rejuvenation total biscuit, so there you go with that. So it's probably a more support than you'd think, but we'll see if that happens. Grieven actually taking a lot of damage from Shalala. Shalala is just doing some levying with that.
No ignite.
Standard.
He didn't ignite.
It wasn't probably going to be a kill. I don't think it was going to actually be there. No,
Okay.
not really. No. He's just trying to burn out a flash, especially with the 4 pots that Evelyn has. On top of that, has like crystalline flash. Still sustain himself. And I think that's why Grieven wasn't really worried, just because he had enough pottage and stuff like that. I also saw the flash up if ever it needed to be.
Alright, well that Vladimir is just having a little bit of difficulty that top lane, but I gotta say it's the same for this Karthus, and Karthus has to go 2 versus 1 in that bot. I think that's why they did a little bit of a swap, but why would they put Karthus 2v1? I guess the power of the Skittles will compel him.
Wow, Lenek actually going to be getting stolen right there. Doomlord getting great blue buff away from the Shen, but still Doomlord's taking a lot of damage from Lenek. Lenek going to try to chase this down, and we do Tristana going to be posterizing on that Lenek, and Lenek has to back away from the Tristana.
I don't think we can really consider anyone in that bottom lane as, quote, support this round. I mean, Kha'Zix, he might have that total biscuit, but he also has himself that Doran's Blade. And could this be the first blood? There's that Ignite being used excellently out of Shlea, and Shlea able to take home a mid-Jarvan first blood. Now, we do got Linak in here as well, looking for maybe the kill on top of Grieven, but Steinmaster in here as well. Does not matter. He gets hit by that Aegis. Rose now going to be coming into the fray, and oh, what a beautiful flash out of Grieven. Going to be keeping him alive just that much longer. strong. We got an exhaust on top of Leonak. He's going to come out right through, force the flash out of Rose. Does not want to really do too much with that Shadow Dash, but it will be Schleya with the banner, picking up another kill. Steinmaster, however, able to put a kill on the board for RT5, as he was able to finally take down Leonak. Now, it is going to be red and blue versus red and blue, but this Jarvan is absolutely melting faces. Is he going to keep going? Yes, he is going to go with the flash, but he does not grab the kill. And as I say that, the red buff ticks down, of course. And he's going to be able to go, what, 3-0?
Shit, Layla, wow, that was just like nerd chills right there. That was so good. There's a lot of Demacian standards, a lot of damage, but overall, just controlling so much of Robot the 5, and Robot the 5 couldn't really respond to it. Evelyn had to flash out. A lot of people just died overall. And it was just really starting out that Doom Lord got that blue buff, good, stayed in jungle still, and got chased down by Shalala. And unfortunately for not, I think that was just all against authority, making sure that Mumu paid for that double buff, and unfortunately for not, that's Shaleo with a triple kill and also double buff, and yeah, Black Lever.
We don't actually have the lanes swapped around on this one.
Yeah,
okay.
They haven't done the UI yet.
God, Riot, please. Anyways, J4 going to come back to lane with not only boots, but a brutalizer to boot. He might have only 23 creeps to his name, but hey, triple kill. I mean, he alone is almost 2,000 gold. The reason that the team is 2,000 gold ahead, and look at that damage, bringing down Grievin down to half health in just one auto attack plus the shield burst. That is pretty nuts, Bird.
Yeah, definitely indeed. And actually, my Mizilla just kind of went offline, so just keep on going with the kills because I just hear another one going off from that Jarvan.
Cataclysm, man. He hit 6 Cataclysm. Eve had nowhere to go. She had no flash at her disposal, and that's going to be a 4th kill for this Jarvan mid. Jarvan 32 creeps to the 34 of Evelyn, but 4 kills ahead. We've taken down the top tower to boot, which means a sub 6-minute tower is going to be global gold in the pocket of aAa. And I gotta say that they are coming out of this game extremely strong. Nono, however, maybe a little bit too close to Steinmaster. Rose, however, looks like she's gonna be okay. But nope, here comes Schleya and picking up the 5th kill. Now they're gonna turn on top of Steinmaster. Corki's still trying to be a little bit of a bait at this point, but oh, I don't think he's gonna be able to get out of this one. Do we have a flash? We don't even have that flash. And the 6th kill coming out for this J4 mid.
Oh my gosh, J4 is just putting so much pressure right now. That's unfortunate for the team of, well, the team, literally, and Robot the 5 just can't really do too much for it about it right now, and unfortunately, this is kind of looking kind of close to GG already from the start.
Yeah, it's looking extremely powerful. My god. Dragon going down at 7 minutes. Schleya and Shen combo with the help of that bottom lane. And, you know, at the same time, today I learned, get that mouse out of here. Come on, Medroid, get that mouse out of here. Today I learned that Karthus is a really good 2 versus 1 when it comes to that bottom lane. I mean, look at the difference between him and Vlad, although I guess there's really not too much difference now that they've swapped. But before the swap, Vlad was at 9 and Karthus was at 26.
I mean, Karthus has that Defile, has the Skittles, and has a lot of good damage output that can be used in 2v1. It's surprising that he didn't get that blue buff, but then again, AAA did actually bait over that blue. And, well, Karthus is definitely Karthus. He just needs to farm up when he can. And he didn't really take that much for Rast, actually, from Kazik and Tristana, especially when Shalala came down and said, I'm going to put the Stomp Hammer on your Mimu and say, well, this is going to be GG for you. So, unfortunately for not, we do have to switch back into it play, and yeah, 63-13, that's a big stat right there. 46-55, pretty even on that mid lane, but 6 kills to 1 death, that's probably not even enough.
My goodness, yeah, 6 to the 1. Pretty nuts at this point. Doomlord able to pick up not only his blue, but his red. Going to be coming down south, as we do have kind of more of the proper bottom lane matchup. As soon as that tower went down, Karthus went straight back to the top. Crescendo coming out though with the no-no, able to pick up that kill. Here goes the Karthus ultimate as well. Not going to be able to save Carolus, and now no-no kind of 2v1, but in comes the cavalry. Look at Schleya just forcing Steinmaster back out, saying rather give the kill to no-no rather than Jarvan at this point, but he is being such a force to reckon with, and now we got an Evelyn down there just kind of hanging out in the back.
I mean, the assassin another time, and you know, AAA is gonna be a little bit worried. But then again, does that ward see actually Evelyn? No, it doesn't. And no, it's gonna go against spawn. But Shen all gonna go down. Is gonna be enough to save out. And Shen all actually getting denied. So unfortunately for not, Corky's gonna go down too. That Evelyn. But overall, 1-for-1 trade over there. But again, Shalala gets another assist, giving out the kill to Nono, and now Nono's back up to 3-1. I mean, come on, all against authority, just doing some great stuff right now for the team, and Ro32 cannot really do too much except for try to trade and, well, lose towers in the process.
Yeah, it could definitely be a possibility. 10 minutes in, 9 kills on the board for AAA, and Jarvan is just kind of getting a little bit out of control. He has a Tiamat bird. He has a Tiamat.
Ravenous Hydra probably into play, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. Tiamat, I mean, is already good enough as an item, plus that good regen of the health, and the attack damage is actually pretty solid. So I'm liking the pick of what Shalala is gonna be doing, and I don't think Shalala is gonna take this one. I think Linux gonna try to bait out for Rose, and Rose is just gonna take so much damage from the start.
Alright, Mumu ultimate going down. They will be able to combo him, and now the double jump comes out right on top of Carolus. Rose is going to live through that one, picks up the double kill in the process. Kazak's now going to go over, trying to deny out that blue. I think he actually got it as well, and he's going to be able to take home a kill on top of Linek to boot. So maybe it's not nearly as one-sided as we were thinking, but there's still a 3,000 gold difference between these two teams. But still, that was an impressive display of force as RT5 able to take home a 3-for-0 exchange.
Yeah, Ro32 needs to push up that mid lane super fast right now, and they can get that mid turret, that'd be great. They'll even have the gold even more so. Not gonna say it, but assassins are pretty strong in this meta, especially for season 3. And yeah, Sidemaster doing some really good work, Grieving doing really good work. But the Triss actually doing enough damage output over there as well. It's an AP Triss. Yep. I just kind of noticed that. That's pretty wild.
I called it. AP Triss, yeah! But yeah, she does have that Cage's lucky pick, looking maybe for the Deathfire later on. A good buster shot coming out at the end there, able to take home a kill on top of Karthus. And now Karthus, no ultimate for him to spend, is going to just drop zombie mode, fairly useless in that regard. So now, you know, all of a sudden, 2 towers to the 1, not a dragon quite yet. That should be up another minute or so, but still, the gold has come down to from a pretty decent lead to somewhat more of a manageable lead.
And well, Ro32 is actually taking this game a little bit back. It's still a little bit of a good detriment as Shalala still 6-1, Corky 3-1. That they have the right kills on all against authority. While Tristana and Kazakh sharing up the lead. Evelyn hasn't really gotten anything from assists, gotten anything from kills. It's gonna be kind of reeling right now. And Ro is actually trying to get away from this. Is not gonna get out of this. And unfortunately for not, that Karthus all gonna be able to secure that kill.
7-10 now, and 9 of the 10 kills Schleya has actually been part of. Does Doomlord actually have an ultimate ready to go? Not quite, so this is not going to be their engagement as down goes Doomlord. Now buffs being transferred off to Schleya. Here comes the Shen ultimate as well. Stand United, double kill comes out, triple kill for the Corky. So just as easy as that, they're back into that really far-flung leading position as 3 more kills on top of Corky brings him to 6-1, and he's going to have himself, what, a 14-minute Trinity Force at this rate.
That's something you don't want to have for Corky in general. And on top of that, the Jarvan did pick up the Ravenous Hydra. We do see Linek over there at that blue buff, and they're going to try to chase down. Rose is going to go right back in. That AP Triss is going to do a bit of damage with that explosive shot, but not going to be enough to get that blue buff away from the team. And all against authority, pushing down all the tier 1 turrets now at the 13-minute mark. Don't think it's going to be another 20 minutes right now. I'm pretty sure Ro32 is going to try to play it off all the way, but Robot the 5 really needs to just group up and get some kills right now and get some towers, and especially since they got that middle turret, they need to get that bottom turret as well as the top turret, even out the score on that, and then probably contest the next dragon. That's a lot of ifs, and that's not a lot of time for Robot the 5 to actually really respond to it.
I hear something going on in the chat, so I'm curious as to what they're actually talking about. But Dragon is up. Eve is just kind of... Is she actually soloing it? She's under attack. Her hit points are moving. She's kind of soloing that Dragon at this point. But Freddy versus No up top. My goodness, the damage. No, not looking so good. The flash and the Skittle not going to be able to grab that kill. Freddy kind of thought he had it and backed on off. A good juke at the end there is going to be keeping that Vladimir alive, as he is going to be heading back to town. But we have what could probably be a Will of the Ancients coming out for him in fairly short order. He does have those cooldown boots and a black cleaver for Kha'Zix, actually just bought right now. But that Will of the Ancients spurt, we got 3 AP, 4 if you include a Mumu on that team. They'll all be willing recipients of it.
I'm liking the build from the Tristana and also the Evelynn. I mean, Evelynn, the Azur's Torment is a little bit more known, but Tristana, again, AP Tristana is not really played out. It's going to be really interesting to see how this is going to actually affect the damage output of Tristana. While we do see Steinmaster going to catch up Freddy alone, and that is never a place you want to be against the Kha'Zix. No's going to try to finish it up, going to get the transfuse, and going to get that last auto attack to finish up the kill.
And a laugh for good measure, as Zombie Karth is just going to drop. No ultimate ready to go, no Requiem for him. But Steinmaster able to help with that kill. Does have himself, again, that cleaver. As No, I think, was doing the... Golems, is not going to be able to grab that red, however. Doomlord with the smite. And could be bad news for Shlea. Shlea looking to not get in any kind of bad position against Rose, but Rose still able to get off that buster shot, and it lines up the kill for Evelynn. Now Doomlord has to deal with this. No, he's just going to be hoofing it at this point, but he does have Evelynn there. It could be a 2-on-1. Kha'Zix is going to be coming up behind him, as this top lane is going to be dueling. We don't have that Stand United out of Shen, so this could be bad news for No. Here goes the Requiem from Jarvan, but it's not going to be nearly enough as the Mumu Sad Mummy ult comes out, and they're able to pick themselves up a kill. So still only a 4,500 gold difference for a very promising start from aAa, and we've actually brought it up to a 14-10 kill score.
There's some interesting builds right now. We're receiving Shen, Static Shift. Probably not the thing you would actually think Shen would actually have, but there you go with that. And then we do see the Vladimir actually getting pushed away from that Shen and Static Shift Bilki. But yeah, that's really interesting to see. Yeah, Madness Hydra definitely not being known as a really an item that's really seen in competitive, but we'll see what that works. So Lenak going to be engaged upon by Rose, and that AP Tristana going to be able to just destroy Lenak super easily right there.
Yeah, I mean, with that Static Shiv, it's basically just that replacement to Ionic Spark, and he does have himself the Madred, so Madred's, I think, only goes into Wriggles. Does it go into anything else?
No, not anymore.
Okay, so he's going to get a Wriggles on top of that Static. Now, the Static, again, is just like that replacement to Ionic. It's maybe not the top tier item that he can get, but it's definitely a fun burst item, and it will really help him out with that split pushing later on if we do get to that stage of the phase. That phase of the game.
Yeah, but truthfully, I mean, you build Ionic Spark because you can build it from the health and the attack speed that it gives, but you don't build Static Shift because it doesn't really give you health. Any stats that really would benefit you as a jungler per se for Shen. But then again, Shen's still going to be able to split push really hard, and I'm pretty sure All Against 30 doesn't want to make this game go out to about a later game, even though they can probably win out a later game. I mean, it was pretty OP in late game, and I mean, the damage output that the Assassins bring out, definitely not a fun time. So All Against 30 wants to finish up this game, and that's why the Static Shift probably was bought out. And Doomlord getting a good catch onto No. Are they going to engage upon it? Probably not, but we do see Shalala getting re-engaged upon.
Yeah, and here comes the Stand United as well. Kha'Zix is going to be trying to get out of dodge, but unfortunately he does drop triple kill for the AAA team, as they're able to just melt down the resistance. Doomlord and Rose just hightailing it back to base, but that was a really good combo. 3 separate deaths across 2 different points of entry right there, and now with that tower down, they're going to go straight for this inhibitor. This is going to be a pre-20-minute inhibitor. Not entirely too sure they can take the game as is, but it is shaping up really nicely for AAA to take it as a 2-0 sweep against Robot 5.
Right, when Rose is trying to get the kill on the Careless, but unfortunately for not Nono to be able to pick that up. I feel like Ro with the 5 probably said, well, we're just gonna have fun with this one, and yeah, they're at this point where it is a little bit fun. I feel like they could have came back, but unfortunately for not, they just got caught out over that jungle point, and with the perfect to Karthus protect the ADC comp, I mean, Shen's just too strong with that. That little presence is just way too much when you have that Stand United hitting into play in a big team fight like that.
Yeah, and if you think about it, with that Stand United, we get those Cataclysms off as we see Greven just absolutely melt. Not even time for the Karthus ult to go off for an assist. So Requiem will be down for a little bit longer for no real reason. But after you get that Cataclysm in and the Stand United, you got not only Jarvan, but Shen in that small enclosed area for you to try to deal with. Oh, a good catch on top of Nono. He's not going to be going back. Doomlord is going to catch him, but I don't think he actually has the pressure behind this. He will have the sustain, but he won't have the burst. Oh, the sad mummy coming out on top of that Valkyrie. This could be the death knell then of Nono, but Doomlord almost dying in the process. This is where the Requiem would be great, because it would actually hit something as opposed to the dead before. But Schleyer gonna come up here. Vladimir kind of just saying balls. Laughs at him. Laughs in the face. They're having a laugh off. And then Schleyer just ends it.
Rose gets picked off right on the side over there. That was pretty epic stuff. We do see a assassination attempt onto Freddy. Freddy gonna take the red end of that stick, but it's gonna deal enough damage right back in there. Greven gonna have to get out of there, barely out with her life. And don't think it's gonna be a Baron attempt. Probably the best thing I saw from Shirley right there was the laugh and then the death of, unfortunately, Vladimir over there.
That was pretty funny. You don't expect that in a Season 3 qualifier. But 20 minutes is now definitely past, so we might see a surrender coming out. Either way, we're still down that mid inhibitor. Schley is going to be trying to chase down the Doomlord. Doomlord, he has that buckle, which I assumed he was going to go for an early Aegis, but he's either been stalled out or he's saying YOLO and going for the Blasting Wand instead. Or, I guess, the upgraded Spirit Stone?
Yeah, the one that gives you a little bit of spell vamp as well, but that built off of Vampire Scepter. Doesn't, or not Vampire Scepter, Hexa Gunblade, so or Revolver, whatever.
No worries.
Yeah, so
that's
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a death. Yeah.
Okay, so he's just going for that for a little bit of extra damage, just saying need all they can at this point. They're so far in the crescendo going off. No, just doing the Vader kind of idea at this point because he's totally dead. Schley going on a rampage. 11-2, 8-3 on our Corki, and 11-2 on Jarvan. Jarvan has himself that Hex Tech, so they're good luck with the triple AP comp that they got going. Good luck with that Hex Drink. Mob Malmortius is, fairly soon. You can see also the Hydra also proc in there. Greven able to not take a kill there, but out goes the Requiem! Rose going to be dropping, and that should be almost the ace. Doomlord the only one still up, but look at this. He is not going to be lasting long against those super creeps, but looks like he lasts long enough as he gets out with just a hair of hit points. Won't matter. This could literally be the game-ending push.
Oh, definitely is going to be a game-ending push. So we can, both the inhibitors are going to go down over here out of that top and that bottom. And we see No going to go right back into it. Freddy going to get saved up from the Stand United, but unfortunately for not, don't think it's going to be enough damage output. Freddy is going to be taken down, but No and Doomlord are going to be taken right back because Shen came around, said I want to be helping, and we're going to be okay.
Such a troll game, Beam Bam. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree at this point. The comps are just kind of messed, and at the same time, aAA is just kind of spiraled out of control with their duo combos. But yeah, a little bit of last resistance here. Schleyer going to be jumping on top of Rose. She is going to force out that flash. Going to get slowed by the Aegis and just absolutely decimated as Schleyer just goes right through her with that banner. Not a pleasant sensation.
I'm pretty sure the Buster Shot, if it actually completed, would have probably got Trillian down to about 10 health or so like that, but wasn't actually going to get the kill, and that would probably get the kill for Roop at the 5, and Shalea's still going to be trying to get some more kills right over there. Don't think he wants to actually go face against the assassination comp of Raven and also onto Steinmaster, but truthfully, at this point it doesn't really matter. 23 minutes in, you really have 2 inhibitors down, 2 Nexus turrets down, just 1 inhibitor left. Thinking all of its authorities gonna try to probably get the sweep.
28-15, I gotta say. RT5 not going easily, not taking the coward's way out either. They're going to be down to the nitty-gritty, but they are literally just stuck on defense at this point. 2 inhibitors down, 2 sets of towers, 2 sets of lanes, I should say. The only actual tower still up is that top. Are they suspecting a Baron? Is that why they're going top?
When there's 3 people being shown, now they're going to try to re-engage on it. Teddy is going to be taken down so fast, but it's going to be for Grievance sake. And actually, Freddy's going to be sustained upon because of Careless. And yeah, Freddy's going to live about 10 HP right there, but great stuff. And actually, I'm pretty sure Freddy wanted to go die down, but it's okay, no problem. The Demon Lord taking so much damage into it. Do you see Kazakh trying to say something in the back over there, and Kazakh gets picked up by J4.
NP.
It looks like the GG is about to be played out, and Noob, no me, no miss, no Moss.
No. He's just sitting there with tisking his finger like, no. But either way, a very quick game as aAa going to take their first set of best of 3s with a 2-0 sweep.